Hey guys, Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my daily videos. Been doing quite a few lately. And here's Time Travel Baseball. I'm playing replaying the 1973 World Series again, but this time with Time Travel Baseball. It is Game 5. The Mets trail 3-1. I believe I got to go out. Got to take a quick peek at this. Let's see. The A's won the last one 6-3. Then the Mets won one. The A's won the second game, and then the A's won the first game. So it's 3-1 A's. The Mets with their backs against the walls here at Shea, 1973, and it's going to be Jerry Koosman, the lefty, versus Vida Blue, the southpaw for the A's. And we're right about to get started. It's Bert Campaneris leading us off. And let's see. Let's take a quick look. We'll be using ice score. Check out my ice score video. It's going to be Campy, Rudy, and Bando, Jackson, Tennis, and Alou, Fosse, Green, and Blue. The Mets lineup will be Garrett, Mian, Staub, Jones, Milner, Grody, and Hahn, Harrelson, and Koosman. So let's play some ball. All right, here goes Jerry Koosman versus Bert Campaneris. Somebody's coughing. All right, here it is. And the way you play this game, of course, it's a 3 and a 2. You added up 5, but if the red is higher, it's off the pitcher card. So it's going to be a 5 off. It's going to deep fly ball. He's batting from the right side to left field, and that is out number 1. F7. So Campaneris flies out to left, and here's Joe Rudy. And here's the pitch, and it's a 10, but since the white is higher, it's going to be off Rudy's card, and the 10 is going to be a short single. Question mark. So if Rudy was a lefty, he's a righty, and the pitcher's a lefty, that would turn into a strikeout, but it stays as a single, and the A's have a runner on first. Next up is Sal Bando. Here's the pitch by Bando. Here's the pitch to Bando. It's a 6 off the pitcher card because the red is higher. You add them up, and that 6 is going to be a chopper, which is going to go right back to the mound, and he's going to go to second for 1, back to first, not in time. So it's a 1-6 fielder's choice. And we go to, hold on a second. Let's go. Fielder's choice, 1-6. All right. And he's out at second base on the force. So Bando's on at first, and here is Reggie Jackson. And the pitch to Reggie, it's going to be a 5 off Reggie's card, and that's going to be a check swing blooper, and that drops in for a base hit. Bando will stop at second base on this. Bando's that, I don't believe. He is fast. So on a short single with 2 out, daring. No, it's 1 base. All right. So now it's Gene Tennis. Now Gene Tennis walks a ton. He's got a very good eye, very patient at the plate. And Koosman gets the sign from Grody, and here's the pitch, and that's a 10 off the pitcher, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out to end the inning. Big K for Jerry Koosman, big curve. All right, here come the Mets, and Vida Blue takes the mound, throws his practice pitches. He will be facing Wayne Garrett. Let's roll. And that is an 8 off the pitcher, and that's a swing and a miss. Goes down on strike. So Garrett, aggressive. And Vida Blue knows how to pitch. Here is Felix Millan, doesn't strike out very much at all. That is a 10, and that's a ground ball and through for a base hit into left field. Thrown in by Rudy to Campy. Playing the Game 5 of 1973 World Series, the A's are up 3-1. So the Mets with their backs against the walls. Here is Rusty Staub, the pitch, and that's a 10 off the pitcher, and that's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. That's 2 away. And here's Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones, a right-handed batter. Batted looks like 280 or 260, one of those. Snake eyes. So we're going to have to pull a card to see who it's off of. So it's either a home run Well, it's going to be a home run regardless. That ball's a deep drive to left field, way back and into the parking lot here at Shea. A 2-run homer for Cleon Jones, and the Mets go up 2-0. Yes, sirree. He blasted that one. And Vita Blue wishes he had that pitch back. Yes, sirree. Here's John Milner, the hammer, with a 6 is the high number, so that'll be a total of a 10. And that's going to be a ground ball, unless he's also a lefty. He is. That's a swing and a miss. He strikes out. All right. Here come, that's the end of the inning, but the Mets pick up a couple of runs on the home run by Cleon Jones. And it will be Kuzman facing Alou here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. It is a 7 off the pitcher, and that's going to be a take a gamble. So we will grab a gamble card with nobody on. We'll look right here where it says none on, single to right. A star right fielder turns it into a flyout. I don't know that. That Rusty Staub is a star right fielder. He's a good player, but yeah. Oh wait, he is a star right fielder. So he on the run is Rusty, and he makes a sliding catch. What a catch by our boy Rusty Staub, Le Grand Orange. Check out his restaurant. So that's one away for Kuzman. The southpaw, here's Ray Fosse with a 3. That'll be off the pitcher card, and that's ball 4. So Fosse takes his base, and he's on at first. Dick Green is next. The pitch to Green. That'll be an 11 off the batter card, and that's a line drive base hit to center field. On a single, the runner, Faster Daring, takes third base. I don't know that Fosse is fast. Yeah, he is not, so he will stop at second. First and second now. The A's, with only one out, have a little something going, and it's going to be Vita Blue. They sent me some pitcher batting cards, but I don't know that I printed them out. So let me just use the ones I have. He's not a dangerous pitcher. So let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, pitcher at bat. Got it. All right. So here's, and it's going to be a 6 off the batter card. So that's going to be a sharp ground ball to short, Harrelson to Mian to first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. He moves to third, and that retires the side. So it will be, for the Mets, it will be Jerry Grody against Vita Blue. And here's the pitch. It is an 8 off the batter, and that's Chop to the left side, and Bando fires the first in time. 5-3 put out. Don Hahn, what a name. That's an 8. Swing and a miss, and he chases a ball in the dirt. Don Hahn, totally fooled on that. And here's Buddy Harrelson, the pitch, and it's an 8 off the batter, which will be a chopper to short. Campy charges, bare hands, throw to first, in the dirt, but scooped out nicely by the first baseman, Gene Tennis. We go to the top of the third. Mets lead it 2-0 on a moonshot by Cleon Jones, who is almost at the end of his career with the Mets. I think he plays a little bit in 75, and that's it. Jerry Kuzman versus Campaneris. It'll be a 6, a sharp ground ball to the left side. Harrelson up with it, fires the first, and in time, 1 out. Time Travel Baseball with a 7. That's going to be take a gamble. See what happens with nobody on. What does it say? It says it's ground out to third. A 0 or a 1 waves at the ball that hops over his glove into left field for a single. So Wayne Garrett should be better than a 0 or a 1. And he is a 1, so that gets by Garrett. And it's a base hit single for Rudy. I think that's his second hit. It'll tell you. Yeah, he's 1 for 1 plus this hit. So that is a base. He's 2 for 2 now. Joe Rudy on at first. So yeah, these are the classic cards, by the way. I picked these up. So check out the amazing Facebook group, Time Travel Baseball. Ivan is one of the head honchos there, and he recommended I pick up these. He showed me how he stores his and protects them, and I went in the same direction. I thought, hey, that's a good idea, and they're beautiful cards. Have a nice retro look, a nice retro feel. Sal Bando with a runner on first, one out. Here's the pitch from Kuzman. Snake eyes. That's going to be trouble. Home run, home run. That's deep drive to left field, way back. Jones back, and the game is tied. 2-run shot by Sal Bando. Yes, sirree. All right. So Sal Bando takes his time around the bases. And here comes Reggie Jackson, bats from the left side. Jackson today's 1 for 1 with a single. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 5 off the pitcher. And that's a deep fly ball, right field. Back goes Staub to the track, to the wall, and makes the catch. Yes, sirree. That did not carry. And Reggie's retired, 2 outs. And here comes Gene Tennis, the pitch. That is a 10, and a 10 it'll be a... Okay, so the question mark is the splits, but of course it's a righty versus lefty, so that's a ground ball through the left side, played by Jones and into Harrelson. Tennis is on at first, and here's Jesus Alou, the pitch from Kuzman, and that is a 7 gamble card, but this time with a runner on first. Let's see what it says. You never know what's going to happen. This breezy day, the wind is causing fits. Cancel all-star outfielder ratings, both teams for the remainder of the game. Wow, cool. All right. So let's do it again. Here's the pitch. That's a 5 off the pitcher, and that'll be a deep fly ball to left. Backing up is Jones to the track and makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the A's tied up with a 2-run shot. And here comes Jerry Kuzman to bat. We're going to use this pitcher batting card, and it will be off the pitcher batting card, a strikeout. So 1 down. Next up is Wayne Garrett. Wayne Garrett. Let's get the Mets coming up here. All right, Wayne Garrett with a 6 off Wayne Garrett's card. That's a sharply hit ground ball to the second baseman Green. He scoops it, sidearms it to first, and that is the second out. Here's Felix Mian. He chokes up about 10 inches on that bat. Doesn't strike out very much. Here's the pitch from Blue. It's going to be a 6 on Blue's card. That's a sharply hit ground ball to shortstop Campaneris in the hole. Long throw and in time, and that retires the side. Go to the top of the 4th now. This game is moving along. 2-2. The Mets with their backs against the walls here against the wall in this 1973 replay, which I've done several times. Doing it again, this time with Time Travel Baseball. All right, here's Ray Fosse. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 9 with off Fosse, a hard ground ball to the third baseman Garrett, over to first, 1 away. Here is Green, steps to the plate. He bats from the right side at 4-4, swing and a miss, struck him out. Big curveball gets Green way out in front. Got totally fooled by that pitch. Was expecting something else and saw that it was too late. He struck out way out in front. Here's Vita Blue, and that is going to be a snake eyes. So let's see. Vita Blue is not going to hit a home run here. So it's going to be a single either way, so we're going to give him a single base hit. And he's on at first. And it is Bert Campaneris with 2 out. The pitch, that's a 9 off Campaneris, and that's a hard hit ground ball to Harrelson, who flips to Mian. 6-4 is the put out, and that retires the side. All right, so where's Blue? There he is, and it is Rusty Staub leading off here for the Mets. 2-2 game, bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch, and that's an 11 off the pitcher card, and that's line base hit to right. So he rips one, a rope to the right fielder Alou, and Rusty is on. Here is Jones, who connected earlier. That's a 6 off Jones's card. That's a sharply hit ground ball. Ooh, I gotta see, that may be a double play. Sharply hit ground ball is a batter out double play if runner is on first. Head most advanced forced out is other runners advance. 6-4-3 double play. Two out now. And up next is John Milner. The pitch to Milner is a 7, but off the batter card. That's a high fly to right center field. Jesus Alou is under it, waits for it, and squeezes it for the out. Yes, sirree. Here is Rudy against Kuzmin in the top of the 5th inning. And there goes the pitch, and that's an 8 off the pitcher's card, and that's a check swing, and they check with the first base umpire, and he rings him up, and Rudy's not happy about that. But here comes Sal Bando. He's next with the 9 off the pitcher, and that's an infield pop-up, and that'll be to the right side, and Mian on the outfield grass, he makes the grab. 2 down. And here comes Reggie Jackson, the pitch, and that's a 20. It's a total of a 7, but on the batter card. High fly right field. Backing up is Staub, and 1 foot on the track, and hauls it in. All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th. This game is moving along. This game plays pretty fast. If you notice, the games that don't have a lot of base runners or a lot of runs usually play very fast. Here's Jerry Grody with the 9 off the batter card. Let's flip this around. That'll be a hard ground ball to the left side, and it's Bando. And he fires the first for the out. 1 down. Next up is Don Hahn. Don Hahn is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And that's a 7 off Hahn. That's a high fly. Shallow left field. Rudy, he's there. 2 away. And Bud Harrelson. Pitch to Bud Harrelson is an 8 off Harrelson's card. And that's a chopper up the middle, and that's green, and over to first, and in time, 4-3. That retires the side. We go to the top of the 6th inning. All tied at 2 here. Game 5 of the 1973 World Series replay. Remember to like and subscribe my channel, comment, and let me know how you like Time Travel Baseball. Here's the pitch, and that is a 5 off the pitcher card, which will be a deep fly ball to left. Jones, near the line, makes the catch. 1 away. Defense for the Mets is from left to right. Is Jones, Hahn, and Staub. In the infield, it's 3rd to 1st. It's Garrett, Harrelson, Mian, and Milner. Behind the plate is Jerry Grody. On the mound is Kuzmin. Here's the pitch to Jesus Alou with a 2. It's a 6-6 doubles. 6-6 doubles is either a single or a double. So let's pull a card. Let's see what the image shows us. The image will tell us. So the image says it is the pitcher card. So that'll be a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Digging for second is Jesus Alou, and the throw not in time. So it's a 1-out double. And the Mets here are in trouble because they do have a runner in scoring position. It is Ray Fosse. And Kuzmin gets the sign from Grody. Looks over at Alou. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 9 off the batter, and a 9 is a hard ground ball, and this will be to the left side. They'll hold Alou at second base. It'll be a 5-3. So he holds, and now they're down to they're 2 outs, down to the last out here in the top of the 6th with a runner in scoring position. The A's are looking to score Alou, who's standing at second base. It's a 2-2 ball game. It is 2-8-0 for the A's, 2-3-0 for the Mets. Here's the pitch to Green, and that's a 7 off the pitcher card, and that's going to be take a gamble card with a runner at second. Never know what's going to happen with these gamble cards. Chop ground out. Head runner leaves the game injured. Next 3 games, he can only pinch hit. Wow. Who is that? Jesus Alou is out on an injury, so we're going to bring in somebody else. And that's going to be a chopper, right? It said a chop ground out. Is that what it said? Hold on a second. Yeah, it was a chop ground out. Okay. So that'll be to third, over to first, and that retires the side. But Alou will be replaced in right field. And we will bring in a guy named, I got him now. I ordered him. Vic Davalillo will come in and play right field. Let's see if we have him somewhere here. Vic Davalillo. We're going to have to write them in now. That's the thing with iScore. Check out my video on iScore. You have to write in everybody. Okay, so Vic. All right, he'll come in and play right field. And so let's try it again. Yes, okay, he's in there in Lou's spot. Lou's spot was injured, sliding into third base, and Davalillo is in right field. All right, so it's Jerry Koosman leading off in the bottom of the 6th inning against Vita Blue. Let's do that. And Jerry Koosman, we're going to use this pitcher card, pitcher bat card. Here it is. It's a 7 off the pitcher card, and that's a swing and a miss, and no surprise there. Koosman strikes out. And here comes Wayne Garrett. That's from the left side with an 8 off his card, and that's a chopper to the right side, and it's tennis. He flips to the pitcher covering, and it's a 3-1 put out. 2-away, and here's Felix Millan. He steps in the box, bats from the right side, chokes up, and that is a 9 off Millan's card, and that's a hard hit ground ball. It's a short. Can't be over to first in time. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. Scores tied at 2. Mets trail in the World Series here in '73 by a 3-1 margin. So they lose this one. They're out. It's done. And Vita Blue will lead off here. Vita Blue will grab this pitcher card, and it's going to be a 6 off the pitcher, which is a chopper to Koosman over to first, and 1 away. So easy out for Koosman there. And it's can't be Campaneris 0 for 3. The pitch, it's a 7, but off the batter card. That's popped up high fly center field. Hahn, he's there. And that is out number 2. And here comes Joe Rudi, who's 2 for 3, 2 singles and a strikeout. And that is a 7 off the batter card, and that's a high fly ball to left center field, and it will be Jones who calls for it, and he makes the catch. It's the 7th inning stretch. Let's get that last brewski before the concession closes, and let's sing "Take Me Out to the Ballpark." All right, get your stretches in, because it's going to be Rusty Staub, Cleon Jones, and John Milner. It's a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 7th. It is Vita Blue on the mound, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 7 on the batter card. It's a high fly ball right center field. On the run is Davalillo. Will he get there? Yes! Davalillo, what a catch. He replaced Jesus Alou, who was injured. And it's Cleon Jones now. Here's the pitch from Blue with an 8 off the pitcher card, and that's a swing and a miss. Got him. Big curveball. Fools John Milner, and Cleon Jones, and here's John Milner. Pitch to the hammer. That's a snake eyes. That's a deep drive to right, way back, and that ball is gone. Home run, John the Hammer Milner. The Mets celebrate, and the crowd goes wild here at Shea Stadium. The Mets take a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 7th on a solo shot by their power hitter, their lefty hitting first baseman, who's their power hitter, John Milner. Here's Jerry Grody, the pitch, and that is a 6 off the pitcher card. A sharply hit ground ball to the shortstop, Campaneris. Long throw to first, and in time to get the catcher for the Mets. And here come the A's in the top of the 8th. Koosman is still in there. Koosman versus Bando. Let's do it. Here's the pitch, and that is a 55. That's going to be either a walk or a walk. A walk in the stolen base or a walk. Let's pull a card. Let's see the picture. It's a batter, so that's going to be a walk and a potential stolen base. It is an automatic stolen base, so it is a walk. And there he goes. The throw down, not in time. Steals second base. So Bando in scoring position now. And it's Reggie Jackson. And we will face Jackson. We will let Koosman face Jackson. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 66. There's no doubt about that. Way back, and that ball is gone. The A's have retaken the lead with a 4-3 score here. A blast by Jackson, and that's an ouch for Koosman. Wishes he had that pitch back. Just a hanger over the plate, and Jackson jumped all over that one and put it in the seats in right center field. Here is Gene Tennis now, 4-3 A's. This is elimination time for the Mets, and it's Gene Tennis with nobody out, a 10 off the pitcher card, and that's a strike. Oh no, yeah, it is a strikeout. Pressure play is a strikeout. Next is Davalillo. Here's the pitch, and that is a 3 off the batter, and that's ball 4. So he walks the lefty Davalillo. And next is Ray Fosse. Pitch to Fosse, and that's a 6, and that's going to be a sharply hit ground ball. It's going to go 5, 4, 3, double play. And the Mets get out of it, but not before the 2-run shot. And they trail now by 1. They've got 6 outs remaining in the 73 season. It's going to be Don Hahn, a pinch hit, Don Hahn, Harrelson, and then a pinch hitter most likely. We'll see what happens. Hopefully somebody gets on for the Mets. Well, Vida Blue is still pitching for the A's. Let's do it. Here's the pitch, and that's a 7 off the batter, and that's going to be a high fly center field. And Jackson to his left, a step or two, and he makes the catch. Buddy Harrelson is next. Steps in the box. He's a switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty. That's going to be a 10, and that's a ground ball, and that's a through for a base hit. So Harrelson is on at first. And what do we do here with 1 out? Runner on first, we got a pinch hit. And who are we going to call on? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. We're going to call on George Theodore. Bad to the bone. There he is. He's ready to roll. Bad to the bone, George Theodore. And here's Vida Blue. He gets a sign from Ray Fosse. He's ready. And the pitch, and that's going to be an 8 off the pitcher card, and that's a swing and a miss. Got him. The heat. And Blue brings the heat against Bad to the Bone. And it's Wayne Garrett. Wayne Garrett bats from the left side. Today he's 0 for 3. Bud Harrelson takes his lead. Blue with 2 outs gets the sign from Fosse. Sets some deals. And it's going to be a 66, which is going to be a short fly, or it's going to be a double. And let's see what, it's a short single, excuse me. I don't know if I said short fly. So let's pull a card and see what happens. So Wayne Garrett drives one, and that's off the pitcher card. So that's going to be a double. Let's see if the tying run scores. Double. Batter reaches second base. Runner on first is out at home faster. Daring. I believe that Harrelson is fast. Let's see. Harrelson is fast. He'll come around, and here's the play at the plate, and he is safe. The game is tied. Huge double by Wayne Garrett, driving in the tying run, and the crowd here at Shea goes wild. All right. Felix Mian against Vida Blue. Runner on second base, all tied at 4. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 2-2. It's going to be either a deep fly ball or an infield line out. It doesn't really matter. It's a pitcher lined and caught by the shortstop Campy to end the inning. But the Mets tie it up with a big, huge clutch double by Wayne Garrett, the Met third baseman. And Jerry Koosman here in the top of the 9th will face Green. Oh, actually, you see, this doesn't tell you, but we pinch hit for Koosman. Thankfully, I remembered that. So I got to go to the bullpen. Who are we going to get? Who are we going to call? We're going to get Tug McGraw. You got to believe. Yes, you do. You got to believe. Come on now. So we're going to bring in McGraw. He will bat 9th. And he will be facing Green. Here's the pitch. And that is a 10 off the batter card. And that's a ground ball. If they were the same side, it would be an out. Instead, it's a base hit single. So Green is on at first, And Blue, well, we want him to bunt. So we're going to let him bunt. And that is an 8. And on the bunt chart, an 8 is the catcher calls a pitch out, see note 2. Note 2, head runner is forced to steal. He is out. Daring head runner. So he is not daring, so he will be caught stealing. There he goes, the throw down, and Grody gets him. So he's out, caught stealing to, what is Campanera's a righty, so it's a 2-4. All right, so we have one out now, and Campanera's that was actually Vita Blue trying to bunt. So he's going to swing away, and it's going to be a 4 off the pitcher card, and a 4 off the pitcher card is a deep fly ball, and that's the left. And Jones is right there, makes the catch with 2 outs. It is Campy with an 11 off his card, and that's ball 4. Plus, there he goes in the throw down, not in time. So base on balls, and then a stolen base by Campy. And the A's have again a runner in scoring position, and it's going to be Joe Rudi. Joe Rudi's 2 for 4 today. So McGraw faces Rudi. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 7 off Rudi's card. That's a high fly. And Jones on the run, and Jones comes up with it in left center field to retire the side. All right, so it's the bottom of the 9th, and Blue is still in there. We did not pinch hit for Blue. We're going to let Blue go a little bit longer. And he's going to pitch against Rusty Staub. Here's the pitch, and that is a 10 off the pitcher, and that's if they're the same, they are the same size. Struck him out. The fastball gets Staub. He heads back to the bench with the bat on his shoulders. Here's the next batter, Cleon Jones, with a 4 off the pitcher card, and that's ball 4. So Jones walks. And next up is John Milner. Milner homered, and so did Jones today. So here's the pitch by Blue with a 9 off the pitcher card. That's an infield pop-up. And that will be the first baseman calling for it, and he makes the catch. That's 2 away. So Jones on at first, Grody at the plate. Vita Blue on the mound, gets the sign from Fosse. He's ready. And that's going to be a 9 off Grody's card, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball third base. Bandel's going to go to Green at second base, and that's the force. Ground ball 5-4, and that retires the side. So McGraw is still in there for the Mets. He will be facing Bando, Jackson, and Tennis. The heart of the order. Ouch. All right, it is Tug McGraw versus Sal Bando, and we are ready to roll. Let's do it. Here's the pitch, and that is off the pitcher in 11. That's a ground ball and through the left side. So he muscled the ball into left field for a hit, and Bando's on at first. Now he is fast. Reggie Jackson the pitch, and that's a 9 off the pitcher card. That's an infield pop-up. That's going to be to the left side. Third baseman Garrett on the outfield grass. He makes the catch. So that's 1 down. Retired a very dangerous hitter in Reggie Jackson. Next up is Gene Tennis, another dangerous one, with an 8 off Tennis's card, and he swings and misses. Curveball gets Tennis. So he's down on strikes, and with 2 out and a runner on first, it will be Vic Davalillo. Here's the pitch, and that is a 5-5 slow ground ball or a wild pitch. So let's pull a card. And that's going to be the pitcher. So that ball is spiked into the ground and past Grody to the backstop. Going into second base will be Sal Bando on that wild pitch. And Davalillo now, here's the pitch from McGraw with a 5 off Davalillo's card. And that's chopped right back to the mound. And Tug McGraw over to first, and that retires the side. All right, so it's going to be Don Hahn leading off here, and we're going to get a relief pitcher for the A's. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Raleigh Fingers is going to come in. Raleigh Fingers and he will bat ninth. He will face Don Hahn. Here's the pitch, and that is a 9 off Hahn's card. That's a hard hit ground ball down the line, and oh, what a play by Bando. Up with it, fires the first in time. Sal Bando showing some cat-like reflexes, and it is Bud Harrelson pitch with a 6-5. That's an 11 off the pitcher card, and that's a check swing, and they check with the third base umpire, and he rings him up. Strikeout on Harrelson. He doesn't agree with that, but it's the pitcher now, so we're going to, he went 2 innings, so we're going to pinch hit for him. And who's it going to be? I'm glad you asked. It's going to be a lefty. Who do we have? A lefty. Oh, we have Eddie Kranepool. Did we use Eddie Kranepool already? Fregosi. Where is Eddie Kranepool? Let me see. Got him there? No? Huh. Steady Eddie Kranepool. Let's see. I don't see us. Did they not have him? They had him. I thought he was a. So we will have to pinch it with somebody else. We have only one lefty, and that's Ron Hodges. Huh. I was pretty sure I saw Kranepool somewhere. I wonder if he's sitting with in the opposing bench. McKinney. There he is, Ed Kranepool. I knew I had him. He was just somewhere else. He's sitting with the Athletics. All right, so Ed Kranepool is going to pinch hit. Let's see if we can find. There he is. All right, so he is ready. And here's the pitch. And that's a 4 off the pitcher card, and that will be a chopper to the right side, and that's Green over to first, and that is out number 3. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Mets, and who's it going to be? It's going to be Ray Sadecki. Yes, it is. It's going to be Ray Sadecki. Okay, he's out. All right. He's a left-hander. Again, the Mets with another left-hander. Have a lot of them. So it's Ray Sadecki versus Ray Fosse. The Battle of the Rays. Let's do it. We're on the top of the 11th. It's 4-4, free baseball. It'll be a 4 off Ray Fosse, and that's a deep drive to left center field. On the run is Hahn, and Hahn tracks it down. Got a good read on that ball and took off the minute it was hit and got to the spot. Here is Dick Green, the pitch from Sadecki. It's an 8 on Sadecki's card, and a big curveball gets Green. 2 out, and Raleigh Fingers. Ooh, gonna have to bat Raleigh Fingers. Yes, we are, and it's gonna be a 4 off the batter card, and that'll be a sharply hit ground ball to third. Over to first, and that retires the side. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Mets, Ray Sadecki, and we go to the bottom of the 11th. 4-4. Mets are on the high wire. They are on the plank, if you will. Their backs are against the wall. Here is Wayne Garrett leading off for the Mets, who had a huge double that tied the game in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Snake eyes, and that's a home run or a double, depending who it is. So it could be a walk-off drive. That's a deep drive to right center field. On the run is Davalillo, and let's see what happens. That ball is carrying, and it's going to be off the wall and picked up by Jackson. Digging for second is Garrett. They're going to have him at second base, and no! And it's Campy that bobbles the ball and then drops it. So Garrett sneaks in there with a leadoff double to put the winning run in scoring position. They will walk me on intentionally. That'll put runners on first and second. It brings up Rusty Stop. So they're playing stops straight away in the outfield and kind of leaning towards the right side on the infield. Campy's up the middle. Bando is off third base. And here's the pitch to Rusty Stop. And that's going to be a 5 off stops card, and that's going to be a ground ball. That may be the game winner. Let's see, a short single. A short single on a 5. A short single is going to be a batter reaches first, runner advance one base with 2 out, a daring man. So that's going to load up the bases. So Campy is going to dive. He knocks it down, keeps it in the infield, and Garrett has to pull up at third base. The bases are loaded. Nobody out here. Bases loaded for the Mets, and it is the ace of the bullpen, Raleigh Fingers, who will face Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones is 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer early in the first inning, bottom of the first inning, quite early in the game. All right, here's Cleon Jones. Bases loaded. You got Garrett at third, Mian at second, and Staub. Everybody's in. Outfield's in. Infield's in. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 7 on the batter card. And that's a sharply hit ground ball with the infield in. Holy moly. Let's see. The infield in. What are the rules? Infield close, they call it. With a runner on third, 0-1 out, fielding team's manager may hit a scoring ground ball by moving his infielders in. Before the dice roll, call infield in. If the resulting event is a hard ground ball, it is a 7, and that's a who is up? Cleon Jones. That's a 7. What did I say it was? I don't know what I said it was, but it's a high fly. A high fly may, so it's not an I don't know what I was looking at, but it is a 7. So a high fly may be what the Mets need here. Careless defense permits runner on second and third to advance one base. The A's are careless because they are the away team. And that's a deep drive to left center field. Tagging up is Garrett. Rudy under the ball. And here's the throw to the plate. And he is safe. And the Mets win it. The Mets win. And in the bottom of the 11th on a sacrifice fly by Cleon Jones. And the A's now lead the series 3-2. So the Mets dig deep and come up with a little bit of a miracle, and they come back from a 4-3 deficit, and with a big double by Garrett in the bottom of the 8th inning, and then their defense and their pitching hold off the A's in the last 3 innings, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th, and then of course it gives the Mets an opportunity to get their act together and pick up a run and win the game on that sacrifice fly. So the loss is going to go to Raleigh Fingers. The win will go to Ray Sadecki. And the loss will go to Raleigh Fingers. And Vita Blue did a great job, and so did Kuzman. Both starters did an excellent job. But it is 3-2, so let's see what happens. And now we go to Oakland, and we'll find out how this ends. We don't know yet. So it's going to be here, the Mets, and let me get the pictures for the Mets, and then I think it'll be Seaver, I believe. Not totally sure. I think it'll be Seaver. And thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know what do you think of Deep Drive Baseball. Time Travel Baseball. Check out the Facebook group. They got a lot of freebies over there. You can try it for free. Thanks for watching. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Adios.